I don't know how to start an intro. I'm Spiral Smurf. Welcome to my channel. Nobody's gonna watch that. Let's try again. Ready up. Hey, what's up, guys? All right, welcome to the video. So these are my thoughts on Hunter x Hunter X Impact, and I gotta say, there's a couple things that I just are not really happy with. Like the roster's already small as it is right now. Um, the game's good. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's pretty fun, but there's one huge gripe that I have with this game that I just don't enjoy. I'll show you in training mode to exactly what I'm talking about and why I have a problem with it, and then afterwards I'll give my 2 cents and how I feel about the game. This isn't like a review or anything like that. Like I know there's gonna be people who enjoy it. And there's gonna be people who are just like, yeah, I hate this. But I just want to give my 2 cents about it. And if you feel a certain way, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Tell me what you feel. Are you enjoying the game? Are you not? Like, just tell me how you feel, man. I read every comment that I get, and I just, you know, I I'm open minded. I don't judge people out for it. If you enjoy how it is, bro, then that's all you, man. Do your thing, man. If you're enjoying it, man, don't let me stop you this video or anybody tell you how you're gonna feel about your game. So, um, but yeah, I'll give you my 2 cents about things afterwards. I'll play some ranked matches in the background that I won, and then I'll just let them play in the background when you guys enjoy the video. So, yeah. So let's get started. All right. So here's my gripe with the game, you guys, and you know, tell me how you guys feel about it afterwards. But so I'm a modern player. I don't have time to sit there and bust out the old classic combos. I'm cool with the quarter circles. I can do quarter circles, short ukits, and all that. That's not a problem. See, I can do any of those. It's not a problem at all. But the problem I have with this game is that it just doesn't teach the character anything. It doesn't feel rewarding. It just feels really lame and off. I don't think any game should ever go in this direction. Now, let me give you a perfect example. Modern Control character will do an auto combo, which does this, right? You hit this little rush button right here, and then you start adding your own buttons into it, and you get a rush combo. What I mean by that is that, the classic control is like this. This is the classic. If I spam this square button, right, which is low considered in this game. So if I spam this low, I'll get 3 hits max. That's not really a true combo. You're just gonna hit them like 1, 2, 3, and then it pushes you away. That's a classic way. Now, in auto, you hold this button and you push that same button. It's gonna have a whole different sequence of things. Now that's half an opponent's health right there, and that was the lowest damage one. This is the lowest damage one. If I were to do the heavy one, I would even probably get more cash out and payout with that health bar that they would have up there. Now, the problem I have with this is that you can't mix and match your low into your medium. So if I do low, low, low into medium, it just completely stops and resets, which I don't like that. I don't feel like that's rewarding the player for mixing it up, for learning. You're just teaching the player, hey, stick to this button and just mash this button. That's it. Like, don't do anything else. Don't do nothing fancy. See? Like, even though I did something fancy right there, it like broke out because it's not made for that combo. So you're kind of putting the player into the box. You're putting the player into a box where he can't think for himself. He can't come up with anything creative. It's like, this is the combo and this is what you're gonna stick with. And I don't like that. I feel like every game, especially this, like should learn the 1, 2, 3s, the ABCs. And what I mean by that is, like, most people know it as low, medium, high. and then whatever else comes after that is like a Hadouken or a finisher, you know. And in this game, it would probably be like the launcher. Oh, you can't do it. There you go. The launcher or that kind of launcher. But that's my thoughts on the game currently right now. And I guess I'll show you guys some gameplay. Okay, so let me show you what's up with this one. So the reason why I like mono controls on these certain type of games is simply because when I do a combo, right, and I play mono control, it right up there in the top left you'll see a S style, which means smart style. Now if I go with the classic one, it'll just have a different symbol, but you get the idea. So basically this is like the standard bread and butter little one, right? And I'm mashing one button. That was one button. I got a 5-hit combo. It wasn't that big damage. It was just enough for me to get him off me and get him. But if you notice, when I finish my combo, one, it doesn't reward me with an ultimate or special afterwards. And on top of that, we're back to neutral now. Now, at that point, it's up to me to be like, okay, what are we going to do? Am I going to go over? Am I going to go down? Am I going to hit low? Am I going to hit high? Like, it leaves opportunity for him to fight back and for me to fight back. And I get it. Once again, like, when you're playing an NBC team game style, it's like, it's a one-shot kill. You instantly, you know what I mean? You could just kill any opponent. You're supposed to kill them off screen fast because there's 3 opponents and you got to kill the timer fast. I get it. But even when I do this, what's it called? It just doesn't feel overpowering. And like I said, it leaves the opponent with like more than enough health. Like, you know, I would have to do this. Like that's my third one, and it's not doing even that much damage. You know, and you have your standard like, you know, poke. That's just all it does, and even then it's like not even the greatest, right? And then you have your standard like throwing stuff, you know, your specials, upward, downward, all that. And on top of that, so does the other game have that too, but in a game that's just everywhere, device going everywhere, even in the air you have specials, but none of that matters. I think my gripe is that it just rewards the player way too much damage. Because this one I have to work at it like 8 times in a row, and at that point it's like, yo, if I hit you 8 times in a row, that's no longer on me. That's on you for not learning. And then, like I said, he has a bigger hit combo, which is this one, and that's the most maximum damage. Now, the reason why I like that one is because at any point I can use my ultimate. So the reason why I said I like this one, because if you hit a low, right, this low rush one, you cannot mix anything in. Like I'm spamming this button, like I'm spamming that button, right, and I hit into this. I can't do anything with that. I cannot combo that. It's almost nearly impossible, right? But if I do the heavy one and I stop at a certain point, I can mix that up. That move right there was me. That teaches the player how to stop, when to control, you know, don't overdo it. I like that aspect of the game because it shows the player, hey, like, be in control. And a perfect example, there's a difference in that. You know, like, there's my missed time here right there. I messed up. On top of that, like, there's a different one upward. Like, could that one land now? You know, these are all experimental stuff that teaches the player those type of things, and I like that aspect. Instead of just, I'm gonna keep mashing this button, and I'm doing amounts of just, you know, imagine that whole health bar being all the way down. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, I don't like that aspect of the game. It doesn't feel like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just griping, but it just doesn't feel right. Alright, welcome back, guys. Let me give you a perfect example of what I mean by, like, also, even in Tekken does it perfectly right? So you have your basic standards, like, you know, square, does certain hits, X, you know, look, even that, even though I'm mashing that, that is far the extent. Basic, you know, a quarter damage up there, basic combo stat, you know, stuff. Nothing over exaggerated, nothing huge major, right? And if I want to continue that combo, that's up to me to continue the combo into a different way. Now, in this game, their mono control is called the special button, right here. I forget what it's called, but pretty much You have your special button right here, which is that. You have your armors, and you get your lows. All these characters get these benefits, but the main one is the air combo one, right? Which is this one right here. You'll see it. You just spam it, basic summon, and it extends the combo for you. There's the ultimate, if you have it. Now, if I didn't have the ultimate, it wouldn't have done it. It would have just extended the combo. Still giving like very low damage right there. About the same as the regular combo that I was doing, right? But the combo is being done for you, therefore balancing the game. Now, I'll give you an example without the ultimate. So I'm gonna do it again, so that way you guys see it in regular time. Right here, goes up, combo, extended right here, and there you go. Basic standard combo, no different, almost no different from the Rage, exactly, and that's it. And you spam this button all the time. Now the biggest flaw to this thing, okay, is that if you miss or it gets blocked, you're wide open. It is like you have more than enough time to punish. If my opponent did this, I'm blowing him up with a low. I can do a combo into a thing. I can go for a grab. There's multiple things you can do to punish this whiff. If he whiffs, he's exposed extremely. Now how do you mix up a player while doing that? You hit him with the lows. You know what I mean? You hit him with lows, and even this low, look at that damage. That's not killing nobody unless you're near death. So this guy can hit you with lows all day. It's gonna take at least a solid, I'm talking like 20, 21, 23, the drinking age. Other than that, you're not gonna blow it. You want to hit him with this big move so you can extend the huge combo. And even then you can stop and hit a low. You can mix it up. I love that. Right? Once again, teaching the character when to do. And then right here, you want to space him, you hit the special. You space him. You know what I mean? Oh, he's over pressuring me. Hit him with the armor. It gives you various options, and it just, I love that. Tekken did a great job on it. Great job. All right, welcome back, guys. And I think, in my personal opinion, I think Street Fighter did it the best. Literally did it the best. I mean, you got your lows, you got your special button, you got your medium pokes, you got your heavy. Anyway, so once again, they have the rush combo right here where it has auto, but instead of rush, they call it auto. So you have your standard, you know, your hit combos right here, and then you have your standard 1, 2, 3 low hit. That's it. That was it. That was the whole combo, right? Bam, bam, into low. That little damage right there. That little damage right there. That's all you get. But you can abuse it so much that you're just like, you can overwhelm your opponent. Now, if they're blocking, obviously, then you're back to neutral, and the game just continues. Look how many this would take to kill somebody. And keep in mind, it's pushing me away. So I'm not going to be able to do that forever unless I walk up manually. And by then, an opponent will do a move like a shoryuken, a jab back, or whatever they choose to do. Or they can even do an ultimate, you know? But that's just the whole idea there, you know? That's the idea that I'm talking about, where auto combos are just built into that. You know, do the medium one. You can go into this, into a level 2. And that's decent damage. It's not super broken. I use 2 bars to do that much damage. Like, it feels right. And then, obviously, if I save up my bars and I land the heavy slow one, because this, look at this frame compared to this, right? Like, my odds of winning this jab versus this heavy fierce, drastically different. But it rewards you if you land it. So, you know, you're spacing, you see him go for a shoryuken, you're like, oh, big punish time. Bam. And again, I don't even get the full half bar. I get a good moderate damage right there. It's not even half. But the thing is, and even on top of that, I need those green bars up there, right? That up here, in order to do even this move, because it burns the EX. You'll see me glow yellow again. I'll do it again. That right there uses 2 bars. So even if I don't have those 2 bars, guess what? I can't do the ultimate. All right, so let me show you the difference. So if I just push the special button right here, right? That does 1,400. Now if I do it myself, 1,400. And that's if I did it myself. But the great thing is that I can choose to either just instantly do it or just do it myself. I love that. Like, that teaches the player, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I have more options, but even this is always weaker. So you would want to go for this one. But if you're like, oh my god, I just don't have the skills, I don't have the, you could just go for it. This gives variety to the player, and I love that aspect, bro. We need more stuff like this. Like, this is what I'm talking about. It teaches the player stuff. Like, I don't know. And like I said, yeah, you get, easy ultimate. I can do that anytime. I can do a level 3 at any time. But look, I'll even compare the damage to this. I did it the cheap way, the real easy way. Look at this. Quarter damage, right? Basic standard. But if I do it manually, you get a quarter chunk more, and that quarter is enough to finish the fight. And just Street Fighter did it so well. They did it great, man, and I gotta give it credit where credit is due, man, and it feels right. And I love it because you can even mix, like, there's certain combos you can't mix up. So if I do this, I can lead in, I can lead into certain other moves. So let me give you an example, right? So if I do the standard medium, right? The medium combo, it goes into level 2, right? But once again, just like City of the Wolves, if you stop, do this, and then look at that, I just turned it into level 3. And that taught me something. That taught me, don't spam all the time. You want a bigger reward, pace yourself. Learn when to push this button. Even though it's just 2 buttons like this, I still get thrown off sometimes because I'm pressured in the fight and my mind is thinking. But then again, my mind is on kids and what's coming up and whatnot. When you're just a sweat and you're just doing you, then the only focus is on the game. The only focus is on the game, and you know what I mean? But and even then, dude, they did a great job with Hadouken, and then you have the auto button with EX Hadoukens. Like, bro, like, they thought of everything in this game. You gotta give them credit, man, and I love this aspect of the game, and that's all I wanted to share. So I'll give my thoughts back on Hunter x Hunter Impact. So here's my finishing thoughts, and I'll just leave it at this at the end of the video. I don't want to, I don't want to go past 20, but I mean, look, the game's fine. It's totally fine, and I like doing the manual moves and whatnot. I wish I had Dragon Ball Z Fighter so I can show you the basic bread and butter combo where you do your stance to like low, low medium into like upper hit, and then you just you freestyle after that, and then you have to manually do the ultimates yourself. But there's just something about feeling cheap and also getting out cheap when someone's just fit in a box with just spamming one button. I think I said this a long time ago during the 360 era, where I was like, I think even the famous Maximilian even said it himself once, that that there's games that feel competitive and it's built around to be competitive, and this game is very like if you drop an ABC, like even for a split second, you've dropped the whole combo, and it's like that's the big like whoa, and I get it. But then there's games that are just fun. And fun, like games like what's a good example? Like Urban Reign. Anybody's ever played that game? It's a PS2 game. That game is fun. It's not meant to be super competitive and whatnot, but it's just fun. Same thing goes with, and I always say this, and I got a little crap for this, but Street Fighter X Tekken was fun, even though it had a lot of broken mechanics and whatnot and certain things, and it was like super like busted because it was characters already on disc and you had to pay it. It was total BS. But I mean, truth is, bro, like the game was, it was fun though. I had such a blast. But anyway, my whole gripe was about the modern control stuff, and even though I'm a modern player myself, I just felt that, like, not teaching the player how to play a certain way, the reason why I love Street Fighter, I think, is what I found out is that I like the fact that I can freestyle it at the end. But that's just my thoughts in general. You guys let me know how you feel, and I guess I'll see you guys on the next one.